started the broadcast, and Roman Reigns and Shane McMahon are engaged in a backstage brawl here. They weren't even scheduled to be here tonight. They had a battle on Raw. Reigns got himself disqualified, and now cameras caught them attacking each other backstage. This rivalry was getting out of hand ever since Reigns cost Shane his general manager position. These two men weren't even supposed to be here tonight, but they ran into each other backstage and now are brawling all over the backstage area. And Shane McMahon fighting back. Oh, but Reigns takes him down. We were supposed to start the show off with AJ Styles out here. He was supposed to talking about his loss on Monday Night Raw to Braun Strowman, but we started the show with Reigns assaulting Shane backstage. This is unbelievable. These two cannot stay away from each other. Unbelievable. You can see Sami Zayn getting interviewed back there. This is absolutely incredible. This rivalry is getting so out of hand. And Shane's got a chair. Shane absolutely hates Roman Reigns. This is revenge from Monday. Reigns got himself disqualified after he assaulted Shane with a a sledgehammer. But Reigns jumped Shane here tonight. Oh, but Reigns takes down Shane on the concrete. What an incredible way to start SmackDown Live. Oh, man. Reigns brutalizing Shane McMahon. And Reigns thinking spear here. And a spear to Shane. Oh my god. Somebody's got to get some security back here. Somebody's got to stop this. Somebody has to stop this war between these two men. And oh no, Shane, oh my god, again. Shane getting brutalized. He was attacked by Reigns. He was just walking backstage, and Reigns, who wasn't even supposed to be here, assaulted him. And look at this, oh my god. Reigns could get suspended for this. Shane might not be the general manager anymore, but he could still get seriously suspended for this. This is brutal. Shane McMahon could be seriously injured after tonight. We need some security out here. Some order. General Manager Kurt Angle even. Oh my god. What a crazy way to start SmackDown Live. This wasn't even supposed to happen. We were just supposed to get Styles to start off the show. Unbelievable. And Reigns, another spear coming here. This is becoming poetic. This is ridiculous. And Roman Reigns finally feels like he's done enough. Unbelievable. Roman Reigns assaulting Shane at the start of SmackDown Live, just in the backstage area. Somebody's got to do something about this rivalry. nonetheless, guys, what a crazy start, but we're going to kick things off with what we were going to kick things off with. But Reigns decided to attack Shane backstage. We're going to kick things off with AJ Styles, who has been in a rough patch lately. Losing WWE Championship, not being able to come undisputed champion, it cost champions to Lesnar. And then last week, or just this past Monday, he lost against Braun Strowman in the number 1 contenders match. Strowman will now face Brock at SummerSlam for the undisputed title. But what is next for AJ Styles? And there he is, AJ in the ring. Despite his loss, he seems pretty happy. You know, it's been a rough couple of weeks for me. I won the WWE Championship back at Money in the Bank, and I thought I was on top of the world. And then the announcement of the end of the brand split, and I lost to Brock Lesnar in my Undisputed Championship match. And then just this past Monday, I lost, trying to become number 1 contender. Now, I agreed to the match against Braun Strowman. We respected each other, and we went to war this past Monday to see who would face Lesnar at SummerSlam for the title. And Strowman won. I respect him for that, and I wish him the best of luck. But what is next for AJ Styles? Because at this point, I don't have a match at SummerSlam. At this point, the Phenomenal One won't be on the SummerSlam card. But I can't allow that. So this is an open challenge to anybody at SummerSlam who wants some. Wait a minute. Oh my god. Finn Balor. We haven't seen Finn Balor since Money in the Bank. Since he lost to Brock Lesnar in the Universal Championship. Balor's returned. Finn Balor is back. Wow, what a return here to start off SmackDown Live. And it looks like Finn is answering Styles' challenge for SummerSlam. Wow, what a return here for Finn Balor. You know, that was an incredible ovation. It's been a while since I've been here. On Money in the Bank, I lost in my Universal Championship match to Brock Lesnar. And after that, I needed to find myself again. I needed to find who I am. And once I just heard your open challenge, I knew it's time for me to come back. Finn, I am very excited for your return here. You lost to Brock Lesnar, I understood that, and I feel the same way. I just lost to Lesnar. And we don't know where to go after this. I want an open challenge, and you answered it. After losing to Lesnar, I was lost. And I knew when I returned, I needed to be big. I needed to have a big opponent. And none is bigger than AJ Styles. You want a match at SummerSlam? I want a match. I say we do it. That sounds good to me. AJ Styles versus Finn Balor. A dream match at SummerSlam. You're on. It will be the Demon versus the Phenomenal One. Finn Balor versus AJ Styles. And when I win, when I beat you, Styles, I'm going after Lesnar. Because I want another shot at him in his championship. Well, when I beat you, I'm gonna do the exact same thing. Because I still haven't gotten my rematch, and I lost in the number one contendership. I still want Lesnar, and I don't care if I have to go through you to get to him. I assure you, Styles, no matter how much respect I have for you, you called out a challenge. I answered it. I will do anything to beat you at SummerSlam, no matter what. And then I will do anything to become undisputed champion. You and I both, Finn. We know each other from all over the world, Japan, the Bullet Club, the Balor Club, whatever you want to call it. It all leads to this Sunday. I couldn't ask for a better opponent than Finn Balor. That at SummerSlam in 2 weeks, we settle it 1-on-1. Let's see who the better man really is. Wow! Ladies and gentlemen, Styles said he didn't know what to do, so he called out an open challenge for SummerSlam. And oh my god, Finn Balor has returned and answered the challenge. At SummerSlam, it's going to be Balor versus Styles. Wow. Incredible news. SummerSlam is shaping up to be one hell of a pay-per-view. Coming up next, we have tag team action, a third battle between these two teams. The winner will get a a title shot at Seth and Dean's Tag Team Championships next week on SmackDown Live. Usos versus Dolph and Drew in a Tornado Tag Team match. Let's get on with it. Winners get a shot at Seth and Dean's titles. Usos lost their titles, SmackDown Tag titles, Backlash champions. Seth and Dean are the Undisputed Tag Team Champions, and they will defend the titles next week on SmackDown Live against one of these two teams.
On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 472 pounds, Dolph Ziggler and Drew
McIntyre is Mr. Money in the Bank. Don't forget that.
And
there they are, the Usos. They want another shot at the titles.
479 pounds, Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso. The Usos. It's going to be one hell of a tag team match between two of the best teams here in the WWE. There we go, Dolph and Drew. Dolph gonna kick things off here. Here we go. Tag team action. This is a Tornado Tag Team match. There are no tags in this match. Won by pinfall or submission. The Usos battling Dolph and Drew here, the winners. Number contenders for Seth and Dean's Tag Team Undisputed Tag Team Championships on SmackDown Live next week. Drew and Jimmy going at it, Jay and Ziggler going at it. This is going to be one hell of a battle. And a big drop kick by Ziggler. Seth and Dean are probably watching this match very closely to see who their next challengers will be. Look at this. Jay going after Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre, Mr. Money in the Bank, won the contract at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Now him and Dolph are looking to become tag team champions. But they have to win this match to get a shot at the titles first. And look at that. And Drew just pounding away on Jay as Jimmy and Dolph are going at it on the floor. And now McIntyre, look at this. Look at the strength of that gut wrench. And with a cover and a kick out. And here comes Jay Uso, and oh, he got caught with a drop kick from Ziggler. That worked out perfectly for Dolph and Drew. Ziggler gets caught with a powerbomb. A super kick to Ziggler. And Drew broke it up. Incredible match here for the #1 contendership. Drew has been busted open. And there goes Drew McIntyre to the floor. And Drew shot up like a cannon. And now McIntyre taking it to Jimmy. And McIntyre bounces Jimmy right off the barricade. As Jay and Ziggler continue the battle in the ring. Ziggler takes out the arm. And Ziggler, another big drop kick. And McIntyre is going for the Claymore kick on Jimmy. Nails it and busts Jimmy open. He may be going for the cover now. Oh, but Ziggler kind of got in the way. A little bit of a miscue between Dolph and Drew. But Ziggler, famouser. Into the cover. Oh, but Jimmy able to break it up. What a match. Big DDT to Drew. But a zigzag to Jay. Cover. 1, 2, and again broken up by Jimmy. Unbelievable tornado tag team match to see who will face Seth and Dean for the Undisputed Tag Titles next week on SmackDown Live. Unbelievable match. Two of the best teams here just battling for a shot. Ziggler, Dolph, and Drew have had this match won on a couple occasions, but the Usos just keep kicking out or keep saving the matchup, doing anything they can. And Ziggler, oh my god, Ziggler and Drew are dominating right now. Oh, he went for the famous sir again and caught with a powerbomb. Look at this, Jay going to the top rope. Jay. Oh, he was thinking splash. He was thinking splash for sure. And oh, takes out Ziggler. And now going to the top rope. Drew thinking future shock DDT. But Jay just hit a splash. He just realized that Drew had the cover, and Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre are the #1 contenders for the Undisputed Tag Titles. They will face Seth and Dean next week on SmackDown Live. Wow, what a match.
Here are your winners, Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre.
Nonetheless, we are on to the next match, ladies and gentlemen. Crazy start to SmackDown Live. Jeff Hardy and Andrade Cien Almas finally getting their hands on each other, and Andrade Cien Almas is going to pick up the victory. Sasha Banks, this is some breaking news for you. Last week, remember, we had Asuka versus Charlotte in the main event of SmackDown Live. The winner would face Sasha at SummerSlam. It ended in a double countout. Sasha Banks has announced that she will face both Asuka and Charlotte. She's up for any challenge. She will face them both at SummerSlam, so it is a triple threat for the Undisputed Women's Championship at SummerSlam. Wow, what a match that's going to be. Sasha taking on Asuka tonight, and Asuka pins the champion. But it's time for our main event. The match that was supposed to happen last week on Raw. Daniel Bryan, Samoa Joe. Miz attacked Joe so he can get to Bryan, because they've been feuding all over the place. And then last week on SmackDown, Joe came after Cena, and he was keeping his eye on Cena. Well, Joe has now made it clear that he wants the United States Championship. Tonight, he faces Bryan, but Cena's going to be in his corner, and Miz, despite attacking Joe has put it aside, and he said, you know what? You're going to help me tonight against Bryan. Unbelievable, but tonight, these four men are getting involved with each other, getting pretty interesting. Nonetheless, big time main event here on SmackDown Live. Samoa Joe understood why the Miz attacked him, just to get to him. He said he would have did it himself. Samoa Joe kind of putting that aside because he cares more about the United States Championship. He wants Cena's title, but first he has to earn it. Tonight he takes on Bryan, who needs a desperate win.
From Huntington Beach, California,
Bryan and Miz are not done their feud.
282 pounds, Samoa
Miz beat
Joe.
Bryan at Clash of Champions, but it is not over. He was attacking Bryan again last week on Raw. And it's continuing here tonight, and I'm sure it will continue after. Big win it would be for Samoa Joe here tonight. But Bryan needs it as well. Bryan has the United States Champion in his corner, John Cena.
And his opponent, accompanied by John Cena, from Aberdeen, Washington, weighing in at 210 pounds, Daniel Bryan.
Cena says that Samoa Joe came after him last week on SmackDown Live. He welcomes it. Cena says, you know what, I'm up for any challenge. If Samoa Joe wants my championship, he can come for it. But tonight, it's Joe and Bryan one-on-one. And Joe running right after Bryan, but Bryan with a massive running knee. And Bryan, look at this, already getting in the face of the Miz. Look at that. And that might cost him here tonight. That's why Samoa Joe wanted Miz out here tonight, despite their issues. He wanted Joe here, or he wanted Miz out here to kind of get in the head of Daniel Bryan and kind of allow Joe to get a big victory. Bryan went for the dropkick and oh, Joe was able to get out of the way. Bryan though, big forearm. And then Bryan wanted Cena's corner, kind of even the odds a bit. Big time matchup here, big time main event on SmackDown Live. And look at that, wow, Bryan, look at the strength of Bryan and Miz, look at this. This is what I'm talking about. Miz already a second time in this match. It's only been about 30 seconds. Distracting Bryan again, and here's Samoa Joe. Samoan drop. Samoa Joe trying to prove that he is worthy of taking on John Cena. Trying to earn himself a United States Championship match. He wants it. He has to earn it. Big kicks to the face there, and Bryan able to kick out. Bryan rolling out of the ring, getting a bit of a breather. And Bryan, look at this, taking out the knee. He knows many submissions. He's a submission specialist. Maybe a big win. If Bryan picks up a big win, maybe he would want to go for the United States Championship. Remember, it was him, Cena, and Miz that were involved in that triple threat at Money in the Bank when Miz was the champion. And Cena was able to come up with a victory, and he's been champion ever since. And, of course, Miz blamed Daniel Bryan for that, for losing the championship, and they've been feuding ever since. And another big knee to the gut. Bryan feeling that he is in control right now. And Joe, nice counter, arm drag, takedown, and a big drop kick. And look at this, Miz on the apron. Distracting the referee a bit, and look at this, Joe tossing Bryan around. Samoa Joe, a nice dragon sleeper, but a rope break. Trying to wear Bryan down. Kick out there by Daniel. And look at this, big senton. And a chop right to the back. Kick to the face, and Joe is really in control of this match right now. Look at another Samoan drop. Nails it. Bryan, beautiful counter. Kick to the gut. Daniel Bryan sending Joe over the top rope. And Bryan, look at that big snap neck mirror takedown, brings him back into the ring. And Bryan maybe thinking yes kicks. Yes kicks to Samoan Joe. And one to the head as well. And look at this, Miz on the apron. A third time in this matchup. And Joe takes advantage, drops Bryan on the back of his neck. Brutal landing for Daniel Bryan. Samoa Joe in control right now. It's not looking good for Daniel. You're a Nagi plants Bryan. Cover. And Bryan barely gets the shoulder up. What a match here on SmackDown Live in the main event. Another cover by Joe. And Bryan again kicks out. Cena looks on. Joe may be thinking Coquito clutch if he gets this in. That would put Bryan away. And Bryan counters. Daniel Bryan counters. Oh, but Samoa Joe counters. Joe plants Bryan. Bryan rolled out of the ring.
Daniel, oh, went for his running clothesline. Joe got out of the way. Joe thinking German, nailed it. And now an armbar on Bryan. But Daniel fighting free. Big resilience here. Joe catches him. Joe sends him into the corner. Bryan. Nice counter by Bryan. Joe. Oh, takes out the knees. Beautiful move. Oh, Bryan. What a kick to the head by Bryan. Went for his clothesline again and Joe countered. Bryan, beautiful takedown. Daniel maybe thinking running knee. Running knee to Joe. No, he's going for the S-lock. Bryan, yes-lock is in. But Joe quickly escapes. And there's the clothesline. That's what he wanted. But Joe rolled out to the floor. Bryan, look at this. Guillotine locked in. A guillotine locked in on Samoa Joe. But Joe, look at the power. Able to lift Bryan out of it. And now, plants Bryan again. What a match. What a main event on SmackDown Live. And Bryan dumps Joe to the floor. Daniel Bryan maybe thinking suicide dive. Bryan. No, a big drop kick to Joe. Now picking Joe up. Bryan back in the ring. And now Joe back in. And here come the yes kicks a second time. And now Bryan. This time, he wants the running knee. Yes, chance all around. Running knee. Into the cover. And Daniel Bryan picks up a massive victory despite The Miz getting involved. And Samoa Joe's not going to be happy with that loss. He was supposed to prove himself worthy of a United States Championship match against John Cena. But he couldn't get the job done here tonight despite The Miz's antics. What a win for Daniel Bryan. But we have some breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Monday Night Raw. This Monday night on Raw, Brock Lesnar will be in the house to address his opponent Braun Strowman at SummerSlam. Also, just announced after this match, Daniel Bryan will face The Miz and Samoa Joe in a triple threat match. The winner will face John Cena at SummerSlam for the United States title. And last but not least, Vince McMahon. That is right, Vince McMahon is in the house. He is going to address the situation between Roman Reigns and Shane McMahon after tonight, them brawling backstage when Reigns wasn't even supposed to be here tonight, attacking Shane backstage, what happened on Raw, getting DQ'd. Vince McMahon is going to address the situation live on Monday Night Raw between Shane and Reigns. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button, share, subscribe, comment, and I will see you guys in the next one.